Okay, I figured out my key to success. Now I'm locked in. I learned how to open doors like a locksmith.
Welcome back. You're now locked in with DK and Atwood. I'm Atwood, killer to my left, DK. On the mats here at the Next Element Academy, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
The beach.
Shit. Christmas. Was it next week?
Monday.
So if you're seeing this is the last time we'll see you before then. So Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays.
Hanukkah.
What is the other one?
What is the other ones?
Is it Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa? I'm not really sure.
Yeah, sorry if we butchered that.
Yeah. But yeah, Merry Christmas and all the above. So
that's what we should have said. We should have just led with that.
And all that.
Last weekend, pretty cool weekend in the UFC. Tony Ferguson.
I know we were wanting Tony to win.
Yeah, I didn't watch the fight. I saw the highlights. I guess it was a boring fight from what people said. Besides,
that's
end
usually
of the first
how
round.
it goes, though, man.
Yeah,
it's like you get a hype fight, and a lot of times, like,
right.
What happened? Was it Anderson Silva when he fought Damian Maia? Oh my God.
Yeah,
that was painful.
Yeah, well, Damian Maia, I mean, he's not a striker anyway, you know. So
and he showed that.
Yeah, he certainly did.
Pulling guard and stuff.
Yeah, he beat him though, didn't he?
No, I mean Anderson Silva beat Dana.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. So Dana afterwards saying that Tony should retire.
Yeah.
Damn, that hurt to hear. But everybody, I mean, come on, 7-fight losing streak. Yeah. Everybody kind of knew it was coming.
Yeah. I think he was fighting a little bit more to not lose last night,
rather than to win.
Yeah, than to win. And that's usually the difference. And him having David Goggins in his corner is like, honestly, man, it was like that was kind of like a publicity thing almost, just to have like somebody famous. I want to say didn't Stephen Thompson have Tenacious D?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tenacious D. Yeah.
But were they in his corner? Or did they just walk out with him? I saw him wearing like his stuff.
Yeah.
Was it his dad Ray and then Tenacious D? I didn't watch that fight either, but
so weird, man.
I can imagine that Shavkat just took him down. Did he strike at all? Do you know?
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah. So all right. So typically I'd be watching these fights. I was in Ohio doing something else. So like that's the reason I did get to see the Edwards fight and the Pantoja fight.
Yes. Yeah.
Which those kind of went how I thought they'd go. Except I thought that Colby would beat Edwards. But after that press conference, I was hoping Edwards would knock his ass out.
Yeah, man. Like,
can't talk about somebody's dead father like that.
Dude, I lost my dad at 17, and I still get upset about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like it's something that don't.
Anybody who's lost a parent.
Yeah.
That was fighting
that
words.
Was part of your life.
Yeah. That's fighting words. But I think what happened this weekend at UFC, the one that takes the cake is a fight that didn't even happen in the octagon with old Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis. So I'm sure
it wasn't much of a fight. It looked like
a couple hammer fists or like rabbit punches.
And rabbit punches, right. Which is so weird. It's like, all right, I'm going to try to fight this guy in the stadium. And maybe it was a publicity thing too.
Well, so another thing that Dana White talked about at the press conference, he's like, what kind of asshole sits these guys next to each other? And then he goes, me. So he said that he didn't, I guess he wasn't thinking, or was he? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I mean, was he being promoted? Oh, this will be nice.
Yeah, because these guys don't like each other. They put him on the screen at the same time. Dricus is behind him saying something about let's fight now. Sean turns around, sees Gilbert Burns' daughter, asks her politely to move over, and then jumps over the barrier and starts hammering the guy.
That's crazy, man.
So, it's just going to be built up for their fight whenever it may be.
Yeah.
Cody Garbrandt, I was excited to see him get a win. He knocked out Kelleher. Kelleher's a vet. He's been around for a long time. He's an Irish guy.
Yeah. He's what?
He's Irish.
Brian Kelleher?
Yeah, isn't he Irish?
He's from New York, man.
Is he?
Brian Kelleher.
Who am I thinking of then? I don't know. I thought he was Irish. But.
He started training at Bomb Squad up in New York State, and he used to fight in Atlantic City a lot. And dude wasn't he wasn't that great, man.
Really?
Yeah. One of my teammates at Kurtz beat him a long time ago. And he didn't. If you guys go and look back at his record back in his earlier days, he didn't have a great record to start out with, man. You know,
really?
Yeah. And
how long has he been in the UFC? Because he's been around for a while.
He's been on the UFC quite a bit, but I mean, he's been in a couple years now. So it's like, but I remember.
Because I've known the name for a while, so
it's definitely an odd name, but he's 24-15, so it's like you look at, let's see if we can look at he's out of New York. Now he trains out of Long Island MMA, so he was upstate New York, and now he's out of Long Island MMA. He's lost his last 3 fights in the UFC. Yeah.
That might have been his last.
But, I mean, he was in the UFC. Wow.
He's been there a while, right?
Yeah. He was in the UFC since 2017.
Yeah.
Wow. But he fought in Ring of Combat 54, which is Austin's fought for. He fought this Julio Arce. He's fought him twice and beat him both times. He's fought Jay Haas, who Jay-Z fought in that kickboxing fight, and beat him for CFFC. I want to say I don't know if I fought on that card. I want to say we fought on the same card before, but he fought one of my teammates, Lester Caslow, and beat him. So, but yeah. So if you look, man, like he started out 4-1, then 4-3, then went on a 5 fight win streak.
Then on a 3 fight losing
streak.
streak.
3 fight losing streak. Fought my training partner, won. Then fought Andy Main, who was Andy Main was on Ultimate Fighter season 12.
Andy Wang?
Main. Andy Main.
Is that the Asian dude that cried? He's like, I want to go out a warrior.
No.
I think that's Andy Wang.
That is Andy Wang.
Okay.
But Andy Main was on there. He's up in I trained with Andy Main back AMA days and stuff. But anyways, yeah, he fought in CFFC, Ring of Combat. He fought in Bellator early on as well. He's fought in Bellator 54. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
So he's been around. He's been around for a little while. I will say the knockout of the night, though, has to be Josh Emmett on Bryce Mitchell. Did you see that?
I did.
Dude.
I did, dude.
Thought he was dead.
I did,
and then he started convulsing.
Yeah, I saw that. That's very scary, man.
Yeah.
That was scary.
But what's even crazier is after that knockout, Dana White said that he had been cleared and he was all good before the event was even over. He was released from the doctors.
Yeah, I mean, maybe released from the doctors, but usually when you get knocked out, you go on a little. You have to get a suspension. You get a suspension for a certain amount of days.
Right.
And if it's a bad one, they might require you to get a CAT scan before. That happened to me. I got knocked out in Atlantic City. My last fight at CFFC, I got knocked out, and in order to fight again, I took a whole year off, and I was like, man, I'm done with fighting, And then next thing you know, I'm going to get the wild hair in my ass, take a title fight somewhere in Virginia. I took a title fight after being out for a year anyways, and I had to get a CAT scan and get it sent back up to Jersey, and they had to release me from that medical.
Yeah.
And I won.
I called that one.
Win.
I knew that Emmett was going to knock him out.
Yeah.
I mean, then again,
and Josh Emmett's been around for a while too. I think he was in the UFC for a little bit. He was on Ultimate Fighter too, and then got released, and now he's back.
Yeah. Yep. He's a alpha male, I think.
Yeah.
Or from the alpha male school.
Team Alpha Male.
Yeah. Bryce, one thing I like about Josh Emmett is the dude is a class act always. I've never seen him come out of pocket on anything. He knocks Bryce out. Could have jumped on him and gave him a couple more.
Yeah.
Didn't. Knew he was done. And then Bryce even thanked him in a Instagram post the next day.
Thanks for not hammering.
He's like, man, he could have killed me.
Yeah.
So that was cool. That was knockout of the night. very cool card. I'm stoked to see what they do for 300. I know that Cody Garbrandt wants to fight Davison Figueiredo. If that's how you even say it. I think it is. And they put Bo Nickel, I think, is opening that card up.
Is him and Trayshawn going to fight finally?
I don't know. That'd be cool to see finally, right? But if they got Bo Nickel on the first fight,
Trayshawn said they're supposed to still be fighting. Like they're supposed to still be setting that up. And he said he wants to fight. Trayshawn Gore, for people that
right, local here, or I don't know if he's local
from Little
anymore,
River,
but grew up here.
But grew up here, trained out of Legion martial arts in Little River for the longest time, and then they just kind of got rid of their MMA program, and he didn't really, was jumping around, not really knowing, having a place to go because nobody really. And he was a wild man. Yeah. Wild man, dude. Like, I mean, young kid and just murdering dudes, beating everybody up. And
Where's
so
he train out of now, full time? Is it
ATT Team Lima?
Where is
American Top Team in Atlanta, Georgia?
Oh, is it Atlanta? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So him and his wife, man, and we're going to try to have Trayshawn Gore on here. Him and his wife, or girlfriend at this time, I think, man, they just packed up and left and moved there, and was. Next thing you know, he's fighting, UFC.
Yep.
Ultimate
Fighter too. Would have been in the finale had he not injured his knee. We almost had him on here before. He was in town because he'll come in here every now and then.
Yeah, he messaged me up at the most random. Him shoot me a message at the most random times. Hey, coach, the gym open? And I don't have my messenger thing open. Like I don't have it active, so I have to like go into the and pull it up in order for me to get messages, and it'll be 2 or 3 hours after the fact. I'm like, sorry, dude, like wasn't ignoring you.
Yeah, he I talked to him a little bit and was trying to get him on. Something came up though, and it didn't work. But we'll get him on here eventually.
Probably fishing. Loves flounder.
That dude
fishing.
loves to fish.
Yeah, loves flounder fishing too, gigging, I think. But anyways, we try to get Trayshawn Gore on here. It'd be cool to talk to him and see.
Yeah, especially being like somewhat of like a local dude, who's made it to the big show. I don't know if there's anybody that from here that has made it there. I think everybody else just might
like
pop
homegrown,
in town and train
here for a little bit, and then they left. Definitely a homegrown dude. It would be a little bit different, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Also, let's see. We did the embedded thing in Canton, Ohio. That was cool.
Yeah.
Cool experience. Obviously.
How far were you guys outside of Cleveland?
An hour.
An hour.
So Britton left for the day.
Nice.
Left with Harley. They picked him up. They went to Cleveland. And next thing I know, he's at MGK's coffee shop. And
of course he is, man. Listen, I went on a trip. Britton went on a trip with us, I should say. And we went to Pittsburgh for one of Jay-Z's fights. And we fly in. It's wintertime. It was February. And so we flew into Baltimore. Flights canceled into Pittsburgh. We rented a car. Car was able to be rented. We rented a car. Boom. Drove 3, almost 4 hours to Pittsburgh from Baltimore. And
in the snow, right?
In the snow.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe it might have been longer than that. I can't remember. But he wanted to go to all the places where what's the dude's name from Pittsburgh?
Mac Miller.
Mac Miller.
Yeah.
He wanted to go to Blue Slide Park. And so we went to Blue Slide Park. I don't know if you know what that is, but I guess he had like a rap video or something in this Blue Slide Park out in Pittsburgh. So we went there, and it was snow everywhere, right? There's like they had people, there's just snow sledding and stuff on the side. And so we're like standing around, like maybe somebody maybe we can find us a little, dude, there was a little sled there and nobody was using. So we were like, let's just keep an eye on it for a little bit longer. Nobody's using it. Free game. We went and grabbed that thing up and started shooting down the hill. I think Jay-Z was at the hotel room the whole time during that time. But yeah, but he wanted to go see Mac Miller's, where he went to high school, and where what's his face went to high school too. Wiz. Yeah. They went to the same high school.
Oh,
and so we drove right around there. We saw their high school they went to and stuff. But I mean, the things that a 22-year-old want to see compared to the things that a 40-year-old want to see.
Well, right.
Completely different, Me and Nick and us, we we ended up, and Britton was with us. We went walking up this. I mean, there was snow everywhere. We went up on top of this place, and we're trying to walk up these little trails, and they had snow all over them. So Britton was slipping everywhere, dude, because all he had on was these freaking Nikes.
Oh, yeah.
Like basketball shoes, and they were just. He couldn't walk up this thing. He just kept slipping and falling. He's like, I'm just gonna go to the car and sit there. And so me, Nick, and there was one other person. We were just
Walker.
Walker.
Yeah.
We just kept sliding around everywhere. Yeah.
I was hoping we would see snow in Ohio. Fucking none, dude.
Yeah.
None. That was the only disappointing part of the trip. I was pissed, dude, because living here, you never see it.
How was the coffee shop, though? Did you go? Oh, no, you didn't go.
Oh, no. Oh, you're talking about the MGKs? Yeah, I have no idea. I wasn't there. He left the day of the fight that morning and then came back that night.
Oh, gotcha.
So all we did that day is we went to the mall, walked around a little bit.
Ate some breakfast somewhere.
Yeah, we went to First Watch. Have you ever been there?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it was my first time. They're like, you've never heard of First Watch?
Oh, man.
That place
That's all we ate at
amazing,
Pittsburgh.
Amazing,
That's all we ate.
If you have a First Watch near you, you have to check that
When we went to
out.
Atlanta for Austin's fight,
Mm-hmm.
me and Megan went to First Watch. There was a First Watch down the road.
Dude, they had those organic juices, too.
Yeah, it's legit, man.
It was amazing.
I got the breakfast burrito, the steak and
somebody got
steak
that.
and bacon.
That thing was huge.
Oh yeah,
dude. I can't remember what I got.
Steak and bacon breakfast burrito is what I got, and it was legit, man.
First Watch, I got biscuits and gravy, dude.
First Watch is legit, dude.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's legit. Yep. Like even I think like their regular food's legit too. Like breakfast is super legit though. Yeah,
it was one of the better meals that we ate. No, we also had some hibachi place that was pretty good, but the First Watch was absolutely outstanding. And I'll say that Cage Thunder, that promotion was cool, man.
Yeah,
everything was on point. The only thing that was weird was the commission, dude. The commission in Ohio was ass. It was ass.
They didn't show up to weigh-ins on time.
Yeah, well,
or they made weigh-ins go long.
It wasn't even when it came down to weigh-ins. It was fight night. It was just so weird, dude. There was nobody to escort to show us where to go.
Yes, so not necessarily that's not left up to the commission.
I know, but well, maybe it's just because of my experience here in South Carolina.
Yeah,
the commission always does that.
Yeah.
But they weren't really checking hand wraps.
Yeah.
We had to hunt them down to get them to sign off.
Yeah, that's Virginia too, man.
So what?
That's Virginia too.
Yeah,
well, back in the day, anyways. Like a lot of promotions I've been to, man, it's like fucking wild west, dude.
It was. But besides that, I mean, the promotion was cool. Like, shout out to those guys too for giving me the rights to use their video. I had to send them, get like copyrighted stuff ahead of time before I could post it, but they were cool as fuck with all that, man, and allowed me to put the entire fight in the embedded episode, so that was cool. But the trip all in all was cool, man. They put us into a great hotel. We were talking about that the other day. You know, sometimes promotions will put you up in shitty hotels, and like you read the reviews before going there, and it's like bed bugs and roaches.
Yeah,
like, I'm
dude.
not fucking
yeah, man. Yeah.
So all that was cool. They had a sauna for us in the room.
Wow, in the room?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like a personal
portable sauna?
Yeah, they put it.
They
in the room.
brought it in there for you guys. Jay-Z's got one of them.
Does he?
Yeah, some other promotion gave him one, and he took it. He took it, man.
Well, he got in it for a little bit the first night.
Yeah,
but he was also his weight was pretty
his
low.
weight was good.
So that was like
which is always good, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like then you after the fight you blow back up.
Yep.
And then you're like, God, I got to do this again. Yeah.
So we went to a YMCA the day of weigh-ins for him to cut the rest of the weight. We walk in, and the old lady at the counter was like, nope, can't come in. You have to be a member. And we're like, oh. So she did say something along the lines of, you know, if you're a member, you can bring up to like one or two guests. So he basically pulled a, hey, mister, with the first person to walk through the door. Hey, man, I'm cutting weight for a fight. I got to be a member. You got a guest? And he ended up getting him, Nick, and Walker in. So while they were cutting weight, me, Britton, and Clay went and got food, went to damn TJ Maxx, the mall.
You don't got the old ball and chain fighter with you that can't do anything.
Right.
You know, trust. I know how that is, man.
So it was.
I'm like the coach. I'm like, I I gotta stay here. Shit, do all the boring stuff that he's got to do. You know,
Yeah.
That's the cool part about going to a different city. You know, to fight is like you get to experience that little culture and area of where you're fighting at and different things like that. But as a fighter, you don't really get to experience shit.
Nope,
dude.
not until afterwards.
But
And hopefully you win and it's a good experience.
Other than that, it's just, all right, we'll see you later. And then you're leaving, the next morning, or you go home back to your room. And so, yeah.
But I'm sure, did you watch the fight?
I did. Yep.
I'm sure that you loved it, man. And a lot of BJJ in there.
A lot of jiu-jitsu in there, man. And I didn't think that was how it was going to go. I didn't think the guy was going to try to take him down as much as he did. Mm-hmm. I saw some of his other fights, and he was very boring.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch his fights. He had like all 5 of his wins are by decision or something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Not a
remember
very
the commentators
exciting
were like,
guy.
this guy likes to spam a jab and overhand right. And I think he only got a chance.
No, he's very boring fighter.
Well, he tried to take him down, hold him down.
He's very boring fighter. And that's like, I watched another fight of his 3 rounds, and like the fight before that, or his last fight, he got knocked out in 9 seconds because he tried to come out there and bang with a guy.
Oh, did he?
And dude just lit him up, man, dropped him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, he retired after.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Well, he's 35, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting about that time, right?
The announcer in the cage and all that other stuff.
No, he was on Instagram after.
Oh, really?
I guess he followed Jay-Z. Jay-Z followed him back and said retired MMA fighter on to new journeys or something. But it was a good fight, man. That arm bar.
I thought he had it, dude. I was like, he's got it. It's in. Yeah. It's in. I'm like,
did you see the grimace on the guy's face?
Yeah, man. Well, I couldn't see nothing.
Oh, dude. Well,
and then the guillotine he had too.
Yep. The cool part came out with the flying knee. Definitely.
That picture is nice. There's a picture,
dude. Yeah. Sick picture.
Yeah.
And then went to the ground, went to the ground, took his back, and then it was over from there. That guy,
he was exhausted,
done,
man.
Yeah, he was done. And
the thing
Jay-Z
about just
too,
constantly pushing for the takedown,
yep. And then getting when I think he's the last 3 attempts or something he went for.
Yeah, Jay-Z sprawled hard because he was a little bit slower too, and he wasn't up against the cage.
Mm-hmm.
When you're up against and you press somebody up against the cage, like the legs aren't able to sprawl back,
right?
So you can gather people up a little bit.
Yeah. And the guy wasn't the same after those elbows on the cage either, man. Those things were hard.
Yeah.
That gash, I don't think
that shit hurts, man. I got elbowed in the side of the head, bro, and this is it hurts.
Yeah,
man.
it's very tender right there.
It's
too.
probably tender still to this day on that guy. He's probably like, fuck, man. I'm telling you, man. Trust me. I've been that guy going in take down and getting elbowed, and I'm like, oh man, I better do something before I get knocked out. Mm-hmm. So, but that's awesome, man. That's good.
Yeah, it was a great trip, man.
Yeah.
And the ride home sucked, but I can only imagine how much it would have sucked had things not gone right. Mm-hmm. So super stoked for him. Shit, I'm just stoked to be a part of it and just get to film it and kind of like hone my skills in videography,
Mm-hmm.
Just stoked. And hopefully we'll get to do it again here soon and the beginning of the new year and first couple months.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool. Fucking I had something I was gonna say, but it left my damn mind.
Left
Don't you hate
it
when
out
that
there.
fucking
I
happens,
do, man.
dude?
I do. Yeah, just leaves it right out.
Yeah, and then I'll probably remember on the fucking way
You're like,
home,
oh God, it's right there. It's right there. Oh my God. You feel like an idiot.
Is what it is.
What it is, man.
I mean, I constantly
you're still
feel like
thinking
an idiot.
about it.
Yeah, I am. I am. I'm gonna move on though.
Okay.
Tomorrow night, promotion ceremony.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to film that too. Just to have a little bit extra content.
Yeah. And then we got a Christmas party. I'm pretty excited about Friday night.
I won't film that.
So.
Modelo's and Blue Moon involved.
And Blue Moon.
So
yeah.
No point in filming that.
Yes. That'll be nice. But it should be a good time. We're gonna give away some stuff. Yeah.
Cool, man. What all you guys putting in the raffle to give away?
We got some gear. Not gonna say exactly everything. We got some other stuff. I don't want to give it away. We got some
make it a surprise.
Yeah, and some private lessons.
Cool.
Maybe some stuff off your membership and gift cards for the academy, other gift cards, and then we got some gear and equipment and stuff like that too.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Right on. Going to be a bit of a shorter one today. Dude, I tried the water fast, by the way.
How long that last?
Well,
a day?
No.
Did you make it a day?
So, all right. So I had 2 Gatorades in 72 hours besides water, but also had 2 cups of coffee. So basically I break the fast with coffee, right?
Yeah.
But that's all I had. I didn't eat. I just drank water, had the 2 Gatorades, and I went a little over 72 hours.
Oh, gotcha.
And then ate my body weight in sushi last night.
Why Gatorades?
Just because I had them. And it was something with a little bit of flavor. And
that's a lot of sugar. You didn't get all jittery afterwards? Like spike in sugar?
No, and I mean, I could have just taken some electrolytes for sodium, but I needed something.
That Element T, bro.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But, dude, yesterday after I left here, I was going on almost 72 hours of doing that. Oh, it was horrible. The whole ride home, man. And then I went and I got adjusted by my girlfriend's dad, and he's like, "Dude, why are your muscles so tight?" It's like, well, I've had
no sodium.
Yeah.
I'm cramping over here.
I had no sodium.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'll ever try that again.
Dana White did the water diet, but he also did kettle and fire bone broth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
because it's got protein in it too, and
Tim Kennedy did it too.
Yeah.
So everybody was doing it, so I'm going to give it a try. Now,
I thought about it too, man, but I thought about it too. Like, I usually don't eat. Like, I haven't ate anything today. I've had 1 cup of coffee.
Same.
This morning.
Yep.
I had a latte this morning. So I'm out of. I bought fat-free milk on accident. On accident, dude. On accident.
Was it on accident?
It was
you
definitely
get that 2%?
on accident. No, it was a zero. Fat-free, dude. Like, I mean, it's like pouring water out of a jug that's white, you know? So I had to use that this morning. And then I do like 1 squirt of vanilla in my latte. Yeah. So I have definitely some high fructose corn syrup early in the morning, spike my insulin levels. Gosh, that's so bad for you, man. Dude, I shouldn't do it.
Trust me, man.
That's all I really, as far as like sugars, I'll take in that, you know. But I had a latte this morning, and then a lot of stuff going on today, man. Our billing software company is just
fucking up
big time, man, and not responding to us. Their customer service just is. So ABC Fitness, if you own a gym, don't use ABC Fitness, all right? Take it from us. We went with them because of some state regulations that we were trying. They already had some stuff like figured out for us. They're definitely more expensive and harder to work with. And so we're just going to boot them after the first year, man. But that's a whole different process. But so dealing with that today and trying to, you know, get things fixed. Like, I was supposed to sign 2 people up last night, but our thing's messed up. People can't even sign up.
Right.
And so it's like taking money out of our pockets. They charged somebody 5 times.
That's crazy.
Because of the app got messed up, and they made them 5 memberships and billed for 5 memberships. So now, you know, we've been in contact trying to get a refund since Friday. No response back about it. So I have to go to the bank and I'm going to get a certified check for the difference of, you know, for the 4 memberships, and refund them their money, man, because it's Christmas, dude. You know, it's like,
and plus, I mean, it not only does it suck for the customer, but it sucks for the business when something like that. And it's nothing. Well,
number one, it's like so it's money out of my pocket. Ultimately, I got to pay for the certified checks, $10.
Right.
I got charged a percentage for that big, large amount that got billed automatically. I'll get charged like 3% or something like that off of that. So is it a whole lot of money that I'm losing? Not necessarily, you know,
but it's more so
like,
just the principle.
And a headache, and now it's taking my time away from things to have to go. Now I have to go to the bank, and I have to go get a certified check, and, you know, but anyways, that's business owner problems.
Yeah, well, we were talking about the other day, like some problems as a business owner are good problems to have. That is not one of them.
Yeah. But it's all good, man. We're gonna hey, it's Monday's Christmas. We're gonna just go,
dude. And then a week after that, man,
Jonathan gets married.
Jonathan's
Megan
getting married.
has nothing to wear.
No, no,
dude, nothing to wear. I'm just like, what are you gonna do? You know,
are you guys gonna match?
No, I'm wearing my velour jacket.
Yeah, the brown one.
Huh? Yeah,
you're wearing the brown one.
Yeah.
Well, me and you will be
matching.
Technically, I mean, I'll have my black velour.
Velour, yes.
Sir.
That's the new thing.
It
bro.
is. It is.
Yeah. Too bad it's not during the day, so we can wear sunglasses and be extra cool.
Hey, we can still wear sunglasses.
Yes.
We're gonna have on velour freaking
suits.
Yeah, like who cares, right? You're allowed to wear sunglasses at night when you're wearing that. But no, so then we get to do that to bring in the new year in Charleston. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, man, it's gonna be a fun next couple of weeks. As far as the embedded stuff goes, we'll have more news in the next month or so about when we'll be doing that again. So yeah, just trying to find ways to create cool content to grow the channel.
I always liked watching MMA fighter stuff. When I was coming up, especially guys that were just coming up, you see how they do things, and compared to like the embedded on UFC and stuff, and how they get treated and all the different things. So
and you get to learn a little bit more about the person and not just like what you see.
I tried doing that, man. You remember the flip cams back in the day?
Yeah.
So I used to do the flip cam when I moved to Alabama. I was documenting my cut to 55 because I was going to start fighting at 55. And so I was about to move to Jersey, and I got to Jersey, and I was filming, and I was making. The only problem is my videos would be like not edited the greatest, and had way too long of stuff in it,
Right.
But I was just making it right off of like Windows Movie Maker,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, for me, it's just a learning process because I had never done anything like that before when I started doing it a couple months ago. But, one day I hope to be able to do like videography and stuff like that for a living. So this is good practice. It's content for the channel. Hopefully it's bringing in more views and subscribers and things like that. So, I mean, it's a win-win. So I was like, why not,
Why not?
And plus I enjoy doing it. I enjoy like capturing it and editing it and all that stuff. So yeah, it's been fun. And I can't wait to see, like, hopefully one day my goal with this channel, the podcast and the embedded, is to be, for one, a good source of like MMA news content and topics, right? Yeah. And to have, fighters on to talk to them. But one day I wouldn't mind being somebody that's under like the locked in umbrella at a UFC press conference asking questions and doing stuff like that. I think that would be sick.
That'd be cool.
But in order to get there,
got to start out somewhere, man.
And you have to have a following.
Jeff Bezos and Amazon started in a little room, man.
Yeah, as a bookstore.
Little office, as a bookstore. And just selling books online. Apple started in a garage. Yeah, not saying we're going to be like Apple or Amazon.
No, but we started here on the mats. And then
on the mats.
Maybe one day we'll have our own studio. You never know.
For sure.
But in order for that to happen, you must do what?
Like, comment, or subscribe, people. Yes, you must comment, or subscribe. Please, it's free to do all those things. We appreciate all the comments, all the likes, all the subscriptions, all the shares. Just trying to get our name out there a little bit more. And just thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Merry Christmas. We'll talk to you next week.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. And until next time.
Later.